What is good, YouTube? It's Shay TV, and today I'm gonna talk all about being Puerto Rican. In this day and age in America, being Puerto Rican, for some reason, our parents didn't decide to teach us Spanish. They'll curse at us in Spanish, and we'll learn curse words like maricón and me cago en tu madre and shit like that, but to actually learn fluent Spanish, we don't know it. We have a weird rivalry with Dominicans for some reason. Culture's pretty much the same if you think about it, but I mean, it's definitely different. Like, it's not exactly the same, but like, there's a lot of Dominicans and Puerto Ricans that look the same, that almost sound the same, and that pretty much are into the same things. Growing up Puerto Rican in New York, we don't really know about our history. We don't know about the crazy shit that the United States has done to us. That's why reading a book like this, that is what we need. Like, we gotta learn about our history, guys. Read this. Fucked up shit. Growing up Puerto Rican in New York, especially in the Lower East Side, you were pretty much raised on these four genres: freestyle, salsa, R&B, and hip hop. Those four genres you were raised on. You knew freestyle. Every party there was a freestyle song. Boom, 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 boom. Anyways, you knew about that growing up, freestyle. That's probably the reason why growing up as a Puerto Rican, that's probably the reason why I was rapping since the age of 8. Like, I was raised with hip hop. Like, you see this hat, like, my hair wasn't always the same as a kid, but I've always had a hat, always had earrings. Like, I've always been a hip hop head since birth. Growing up Puerto Rican, you always had the old ladies, the viejas, downstairs that bonchinche. How do you say hace bonchinche. They be bonchinchando. That's what that means. That means that they gossip, and that's all they do. Anytime you go out, if you're an old Puerto Rican lady, that's what you guys do with your friends. Cool. That's Domino's right there. Growing up Puerto Rican, there were always a group of old guys with a wooden table, and there was that one old guy with the straw hat and the coqui shirt. The coqui, if you don't know what a coqui is, it's a frog that when it croaks, when it croaks, it makes a sound, and the sound is coqui. Literally, it says coqui. Anyways, that group of old men will be playing dominoes, and you'll always get somebody to say "Capicu," and that means, I think, when they win. Growing up Puerto Rican in New York City, you went to the Puerto Rican Day Parade at least once in your life. I've almost died at the Puerto Rican Day Parade of dehydration. Luckily, I had some soda there to save my life, and ever since that day, I've been in love with Sierra Mist. Growing up Puerto Rican, you've also went to the event before the Puerto Rican Day, which is the Puerto Rican Festival on Saturday. That was actually the one I almost died at. Growing up Puerto Rican in New York, you no longer go to the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Instead, you stay your ass home, you drink some, whatever the fuck you're gonna drink, you turn up, and you dance to salsa music. Growing up Puerto Rican, there was at least one time in your life where you had a Puerto Rican bandana or a Puerto Rican flag cape, or you had something with a Puerto Rican flag on it, or you just had a Puerto Rican flag hanging out your window. Growing up Puerto Rican in New York, your granddad had a hat like this, or you knew an old guy that had a hat just like this. Growing up Puerto Rican in New York, especially in the Lower East Side, you for sure went to the Loisaida Festival. Especially lived on Avenue C. That's where I live. Grew up on Avenue C, Loisaida Ave, rep all day. Those shits were live when you were a kid. They're no longer live. It's just a whole bunch of old people dancing salsa, and you go down and a couple other people selling some bullshit on the street. But not gonna lie, I did have fun last time I was there. I got really fucking drunk. My girlfriend wound up spilling, what was it? I don't know if it was coquito. It might have been coquito. She spilled it. Oh wait, no, coquito. See, like, our Spanish sucks, especially mine. Anyway, she wound up spilling that drink all over some lady and then on my baby cousin, which I'll show you the clip for that.
Ahora, a frente. Ahora, este lado. Y a los perdidos allá atrás.
Este lado. Growing up Puerto Rican in New York, you had the craziest pride, one to be Puerto Rican and one to be from New York. So if you went anywhere that wasn't New York, around anyone that wasn't Puerto Rican, they knew where you were from and they knew who you were. Growing up Puerto Rican, you didn't really know what Boricua meant, but you fucking said that shit loud and proud until you got old enough to realize that Boricua was like in direct reference to the Tainos that lived on the island in Puerto Rico. Growing up Puerto Rican in New York, you wondered, why the fuck are we living in New York? When in Puerto Rico, there's nice ass fucking beaches, until you actually went to Puerto Rico and realized, wow, it's kind of fucked up out there. Great to vacay though. I mean, one day I'll get a house out there in a nice area. Growing up Puerto Rican in New York, there was at least one black guy around you that said, bacalao, that said papi, or, what was another word? Oh, the other one is huepa. And if you were Puerto Rican, anywhere, you know what the fuck that means. We're like literally known for that. Huepa! Literally known for that. Most of all though, growing up Puerto Rican in New York was the best fucking thing ever, just because we had that much pride. Like, you know if there's a Puerto Rican around you. They will tell you. Anyways guys, if you like this video, subscribe, share, like, yada 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 yada. And if you want to hear some dope ass music, go to my SoundCloud, link will be in the description. Keep rocking this video. Keep it tight.